you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another vlog. I hope you guys are doing so well. Today we're doing a Q&A, but I need to do my skincare first. I just washed my face, so we're starting off with a clean surface. I'm gonna do a quick get ready because we have a bunch of errands to run. But let's get started with the first question. These questions are not in any specific order. The only question I did put towards the end, you already know the answer to because you probably read it in the title. But moving on, the first question is tulips or carnations? I love tulips. I think they're beautiful. They're so simple. They scream spring and summer to me. I love carnations too though, because as a young girl, I always thought that carnations looked like really poofy, like big skirts that you can dance around in. I don't know why I used to think of that, but carnations made me think of my mom because of Mother's Day. And tulips are just so beautiful. But if I had to choose, I would choose tulips for sure. Have you ever been summoned for jury duty? I have. So I was thinking back to when the last time I was there. I've been called a few times. Oh, no, just kidding. I got my slip a few times. I've only been called in a few times. And then I've only been chosen as a juror once. And I think it's been so long that I can talk about it now. And because they already came out with the verdict. But basically, long story short, it was this gentleman who was being accused of going around showing his little pee-pee. And he was like, I didn't do it. I'm not going to lie. When I first saw him, judging by the book, even though you shouldn't, I was like, he definitely did it. But then you know what? Don't judge a book by its cover, because the witnesses came up and none of their stories matched. And I was like, nope, he didn't do it. Poor guy is being framed because of the way he looks. So that was the one and only time. I stayed for like a week, I think. And I missed out on my anatomy class. I still got to be in that class because I was taking it in the summer, which means usually a normal college course at my specific college, I think was like 16 weeks, let's say, but the summer course was 8. So it was like every week we had a practicum, I'm pretty sure. And I think she was pretty pissed about it. She was like, no, you can't miss. And I was like, jury duty. Had I known that you could just easily call and be like, hey, can I reschedule? I didn't know that you could just reschedule for things like school. I thought you just had to go, like it was a part of the law. If I could redo it, obviously, I would have rescheduled, but I still passed. So a win is a win. Next question is anything like favorite TV shows, books, movies, things like that. I finished The Pit on Max and it was so good. So good. I didn't think that I was going to love it as much as I did, but I did. It was so good. If you're into any like medical shows, and it's like nothing like Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy was good. Don't get me wrong. I loved Grey's Anatomy. I don't know. The Pit is just, you feel like you're in the middle of the chaos. A lot of medical workers have said that it's very close to real. And I used to volunteer at the hospital and have been in different scenarios. My last position was in the ER. Ours was not that crazy because we weren't a trauma center, but it still did get crazy. And it's amazing to watch people save lives. It's kind of like insane. So I just finished that. I loved The Residence. It's on Netflix. It's so good. It's a little murder mystery show. It, I think, has like 8 episodes maybe. It's like comedy / mystery, nothing scary. I think you could even watch it with your kids. I don't think it's that like vulgar or like gory or anything like that. It's just a cute murder mystery. It's really entertaining. I did not know that the person who did it. I literally was like so lost with my brother watching it. I was like, I don't know who did it. I don't get it. I think I literally accused everyone at one point, and it was very valid. As for movies, I haven't really watched movies. I still love just old movies like The Wedding Planner. I'm obsessed with old chick flicks. I've been obsessed with My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Is that what it is? Yeah, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. It's on Max. Books, I haven't really had time. As you can tell, I've been very busy. I'll explain that later. But hopefully in the next few months, life is a little bit calmer and that way I can get to reading again, because I do have a book that I was saving and I think it's called Twisted Love or something like that. So I'm excited to get to that. If you guys are also wondering what skincare I used, I will link it all down below. This is a pore minimizing gel cream. I can't tell if I like her. I think she's making a difference, but I can't tell. And I think I need to use a second bottle to really be able to see if what I'm seeing is because of this one. But this guy, this is the Laneige Radiant C cream. I love this. I've only been using it for maybe like, I want to say 3 weeks. I love it. I have seen changes like immediately. It's so good at just brightening up your dark spots. Vitamin C serums are supposed to do that. Just be really careful about using retinol and vitamin C, because I think I've heard that they don't go together. So if you use like retinol the night before, maybe don't use a vitamin C in the morning. I think you're supposed to like skip a day because it can like fry your skin, you guys. Make sure you're checking all that out. And then my favorite sunscreen is this one. I will link it all down below for you guys, so don't you worry. I am back to my summertime makeup, which I love because it's actually less makeup than my other, which even then I don't wear a lot of makeup. I think I need to get my hands on more of this. This is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. I really like it. I've used all of it, so I feel like that says a lot, right? I've been using this as my primer. I haven't really put on cream primer because I feel like when I put on primer, it actually makes my skin a little more irritated and a lot oilier throughout the day. So I've been using mists as primers for a couple months and I really like it. Let me get to a question before I start applying. On days you feel like doing absolutely nothing, how do you find motivation? So if I'm being really honest, Clemmy really gets me out of my funk because she forces me to have to like show up and be responsible because she is another living being. I am responsible of her. So she definitely makes me show up for myself and for her. And I think that is a very big blessing in disguise. But other than that, I feel like for me, I genuinely love getting fresh air because it really feels so good to get fresh air. You just clear your mind, or I don't know, thinking gets a little bit straighter when you're outside with nature. I've also been saying this about motivation for quite some time, whether it comes to gym or just motivation to do anything. I think that it's a personal journey. I think you're either motivated or not. And that's not to instigate anything. It's just some days I truly just don't have motivation. And that is all I can do. You know, it's really hard for us. Okay. We have to like live in the world, get along with other people, financially be able to like stay afloat. It's a lot to handle. You're allowed to have days where you feel unmotivated. The point is to get up the next day. You know, you're allowed to rest. You're allowed to just stop and be like, I'm over it today. But as long as you get up the next day, that is the whole point. You're allowed to rest, take a pause, enjoy life, or just stay in bed all day. Just make sure you're getting up. Find the root as to why you do what you do and what motivates you to do those things. When you understand that concept more, I feel like you can almost train your brain to be a little bit more motivated, you know, because when you want like, I'm going to work harder because I want to get paid more, or I want to work out more and eat healthier because I want to look a certain way, you know, all these things. If those mean a great deal to you, then there's a way to make it happen. You'll always make it happen. I'm sure that wasn't helpful, but it's because motivation can't be really taught in any way, because I doubt that anyone can motivate me when I'm not motivated. And I doubt that I can motivate someone when they're not feeling motivated. But hopefully that brings like a logical answer to your question. Sorry if it doesn't. I did my cream blush and I have concealer on. I'm letting it dry down, but let's get to the next question. Have you ever thought of moving in with Kim and Carlos? No. Well, you know what? Actually, Kim, Carlos, and I did once briefly think about renting a home together. We were like, oh, let's just get a big house and rent together. This was before they even bought their home. I think it was even right before COVID. I don't even think it was during COVID. It was before COVID even happened. Although 2019 is kind of a blur because I don't even remember it happening. We thought about it for a very brief time. I'm sure they'll say the same, but I am so grateful we never did. And there is no reason to it. There's no negative reason to it. It's just, it was never meant to be. I was never meant to live with my bestie and her longtime boyfriend at the time. And then they got engaged in their house and then married. Like that was meant to be their journey. And this, whatever journey I'm on, was meant for me. But it would have been a fun time for like a split second. If we could go back and do it for just like a month, that would have been really fun. The next question pertains to what I'm actually doing. And it's my holy grail products. Every skincare product I show you is definitely a holy grail. Like, I love my skincare. My skincare means a great deal to me. I have put in a lot of research and a lot of money into it. First and foremost, for foundation and concealers. So these days, this is what I've been using for foundation. Either my Hourglass concealer or my Dior. These are the only two. Oh, actually, this is also another holy grail, the L'Oreal True Match. I will leave all the links down below for you guys if you're interested, but these are my favorites for my foundation. As for concealer, I have been obsessed with the Tower 28 concealer. It's my favorite. I fell in love with it like a month ago and I still haven't stopped. I love it so much. It's so good. And then I haven't found like the most perfect cream blush, but this is the one that I've been using. So I guess it's a holy grail right now. It is the Milani Cheek Kiss in Blushing Berry. I think it looks so pretty. It's so pigmented, so be very careful. And then the blushes I'm obsessed with are the House Labs blushes. They're my favorite. Right now, I have Hibiscus Haze and Pomelo Peach. I thought I wasn't going to like the Pomelo Peach because it's a little more corally, but coral on the skin is stunning, for me, at least. And then anything else? MAC Lip Liner Soar is always a holy grail. And then, let's see, any of the Ole Hendrickson's lip balms, holy grail. I'm trying to think of anything else. I think that's it. Oh, these days, this Clarins lip stain has been a holy grail as well. This one is in the color, okay. I will link it down below. I'm going to add the tiniest bit of blush on top of my cream just to make it pop a little bit. Look, if you don't like blush, you just don't get it. I'm sorry. I will say I've gotten a lot better from what I used to do. I don't know how I used to look, and I probably still won't find a problem with it, but I would like to say that I have gone to rehab for blush, and I am a better woman, for sure. I just dropped off Clemmy at the groomers. She is very unhappy with me. But this brings us straight into the next question, which is the best dog groomers in OC. If you're looking for a dog groomer in OC specifically, Uptown Spa is the place to go, okay? They also board your dogs. They board cats as well. They do daycare and grooming, all of it and above. I love Parisa and Roya, who are the owners of Uptown. They are the most special people. They are meant to be in the animal industry. Just the way that they love their pets, everyone else's pets, and you want that. You want people who genuinely love your pets the way that you love your pets, because pets are family and you want to know that they're being taken care of, and Uptown does that, and I love them so much. This is not at all sponsored. I've been going to them ever since they've relocated and opened I think it's been a few years now, and they are the only ones that Clementine trusts, and Clementine is a very picky one. And Parisa, she has the most talented hands I've ever seen. Her cutting skills are amazing. I will leave their information down below if you guys are interested. Next question is, what are some non-negotiables when finding a new apartment? I think my top 3 though is obviously rent. The amount that I'm willing to pay and not pay, very big deal. I really want 2 bed, 2 bath. I am willing to let go of the bath part, but I really need 2 bedrooms. And then on top of that, I think location. being like distanced from my parents. A lot of people seem to think that it's because Clementine's going to be staying at my parents, but no, Clemmy will be living with me 100%. She is mine. I rescued her. I literally begged my dad for Clemmy to come live with us, so he is not taking her. Trust me, she's always been my responsibility. She will forever be my responsibility. But with that being said, I do leave home often, and she doesn't travel with me because she doesn't do well with that. So my brother or family watches her. So it would be nicer if the distance between us was a shorter distance, whether I need to go there or they need to come to me. Those are my top 3 I will not budge for kind of situations. And the next question is a question I don't get often, but it's interesting to have to answer it because it has to do with kids, and it's how many kids do you want? So I don't know if I'm ever going to have kids. And I know this is me putting it out into the world and like the internet. And that's not to say I could change my mind. As of right now, because I don't have a forever partner in mind, the thought of kids is definitely not at the top of my list. In a perfect world, I think I always wanted 2, but that's because I only had my brother and I think realistically, I would be okay with 1. I think 1 would be lonely, but 1 because I would be able to give her or him the whole world, and I want to be able to do that. So I don't know. That's a topic for not today. Not something I gotta worry about. I have some more errands to do while Clemmy is at the groomers. So I've got to make sure that I can do all those things before she's ready to be picked up. So because there's a box over here, I'm able to stand this way. And I don't think I've ever filmed at this angle. But I'm going to pack up right now. I just got a bunch of goodies because I'm going to put together Carlos's gift. But I have 3 more questions, so I'm going to get through them before I start packing. First question is always, I get this question asked a lot. I get 2 questions asked a lot. A lot. And one of them is definitely, how's my dating life? How's my love life? Are you dating? Are you not dating? What's going on? All that sorts of things. I forgot that I told you guys that I went on a date and I was nervous for it. You guys remember everything, because I forgot. I was briefly dating a guy. He was really nice. It didn't work out. As time progressed and as we saw each other more, he did not feel that he could give more time. And I could have made it work. I could have pushed him probably, and just accommodated myself. But I was not looking for that, and he was not looking for that. So we mutually just stopped talking to each other. And then I went back on dating apps, I think. I think I went back on Hinge. And by then I was just kind of meh. And now I'm just like, I'm so busy and I have things to look forward to that I just don't have time to be dating. If the man of my dream enters my life right now, I'm more than happy. But I don't have a desire to go and look for it or anything. Neither should you be looking for it. And not that kind of looking, let me go out and do things like that. But no, I just mean in general, I'm not necessarily putting myself out there. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. One day I'm sure I'll be ready to be okay, I'm ready to get back into the dating scene. The last 2 questions are correlated with each other. And actually one of the questions is the second most asked question. If it's not love life, it's about my moving. And yes, it's finally time, you guys. I got the apartment. I'm moving. Can you believe it? I'm moving. I'm finally moving. I get this question asked so many times on a daily, whether I'm doing Q&A or not. All the apartment touring has been worth it, you guys. I have found the one. Wow, there are so many vlogs coming up. There's so many exciting things. All of the stuff will be filmed. I promise if the content has been boring you the last few weeks, it's because good content is coming. But yes, I'm moving. I'm moving very, very soon. The last question is, does it make you sad that you're not going to live with your parents anymore? And it makes me incredibly sad. This person who asked this question didn't know that I was moving. It does make me sad. I have lived with my parents and my family for 30 years. That's a good chunk of your life. But hoping that I live another 30, I have mended a lot of broken bridges, if that's what it's called. I don't know. I've extended a lot of olive branches. I've really healed with my parents. I've gone through a lot with them, and I think that I came out of it as a better person. And now leaving, I feel like I'm in such a good place. I have so many things to look forward to, and I feel like I can be an even better daughter with a healthy distance. If you come from an immigrant family, an Asian one specifically, you know, as much as you love your family, they can be a bit toxic sometimes, here and there. I've fixed it, and I feel like I have helped with not only my traumas, but their traumas, and working through it and learning how to communicate. But I'm proud to say that I'm so glad I stayed this long to fix everything around me, so that when I leave, I feel like when I come home, I still feel at home. But with that being said, you guys, that is it for the Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I am so excited to show you guys everything that's about to happen. Stay tuned, because there's gonna be a lot of content. And follow my Instagram, because I think I'm gonna be posting on there as well. There's just so much to look forward to. I cannot wait to share everything with you guys. Thank you so much, and I love you so much. Make sure to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!